Welcome, dear viewers, to the topic drug product specification and certificate of analysis. So, just I want to relate the thing to the student. If you are a student and going for the exam, you will have a question paper, you will solve it, you will pass that question paper, you will write the answers, and then you will get a certificate that you have passed the exam. So consider that for the drug product. You might think this funny, but just to make you understand regarding the drug product specification and certificate of analysis, I wanted to give the example. So drug product specification is the list of tests, or you can consider the questions which are required to be passed or which are required to be qualified by the product, and then the product will get the certificate of analysis that the product meet the required specification or is it within the limits or not. So the certificate, after testing the product, whether it is passing the quality criteria or not, it is called as COA or certificate of analysis. The COA is a term which provides the information regarding the quality test performed and the results, whether it complies or not, and whether it is within the quality criteria or not. Certificate of analysis is provided for the drug substance, raw materials, packaging materials, impurity standards, reference standards, and finished formulation. Also, COA is for the initial analysis and also during the shelf life analysis. Let's start with the video with some introduction part. So, what is the drug product specification? Drug product specification is a document which outlines the quality standard for a finished pharmaceutical product, and it ensures the safety, identity, strength, purity, and quality throughout the shelf life. And this specification is derived from the guidelines and recommendations by the ICH, FDA, and other regulatory bodies. Specification includes all the tests which affect the identity, strength, quality, purity, and safety. The drug substance, excipient, packaging material, and the drug product need to pass all the test criteria. If it is failing in any one of the tests, it is not meeting the criteria, and you can say that it is failing. A specification includes the tests, the type of quality checks which are required to be performed or tested, analytical procedures, and the acceptance criteria. For example, you have tested for the assay. So assay is the test for quality or potency. Analytical procedure, validated method for the testing for assay, from where you have taken the assay method, whether the reference is USP, IP, BP, EP, JP, or you have developed it from the in-house. Then acceptance criteria. So it is the defined range. For assay, it is like 90% to 110%, or it is 95% to 105%. Many of the times for the drug substances, it might be like 98% to 102%. So it is the example of the specification test. Universal tests are there, and some are the specific test. Universal test applicable to all the dosage form like description, identity, assay, impurities, and degradation. Description is the appearance which include color, shape, size, physical form. Identity confirms the presence of correct API. Assay quantifies the API strength. Impurities and degradation products or related substances, you can say. It detects toxic or byproduct contaminants in the product. Specific test based on the dosage form like tablets, capsules. So it is dissolution, which measures the drug dissolution, drug release from the formulation. UOD, it is uniformity of the dosage units, or you can also consider it as a content uniformity testing, which checks the consistency across the units. Then hardness friability, like it is for the tablets. Parenterals for injectables, it will be pH, sterility, particulate matter, bacterial endotoxin. So all these are the tests which are dosage form specific. Now specific tests like topical preparations, creams, ointments, microbial limits will be there. pH for skin compatibility and formulation, stability, viscosity, application performance and consistency. Depending on to the API, depending on to the excipient, formulation and the dosage form design, the test will be different, and all the test and criteria are required to be met. What is the importance of drug product specification? So as the formulation should be safe and effective, and drug product specification provides the information about it. It protects patient safety, ensures the product consistency, it supports regulatory compliance, and it maintains quality over shelf life. This is the importance of product specification. Now come to the COA, or certificate of analysis. So it is an official document. COA is issued by the manufacturer, which confirms that the drug product batch meets the predefined specification and the quality criteria. It is a very important and critical part of the GMP system, GMP documentation, and it is used throughout the pharmaceutical industry. You might have gone through the COAs of raw materials like APIs, excipients, packaging materials, or COA of the uh, reference formulation, or COA of the impurity, COA of the reference standard, and COA of the finished product. Then the COA contains, so it contains the product information like product name, strength, batch number, lot number, manufacturing date, expiry date, site of manufacturing, manufacturer's name, and many other things. Specifications are related to the material, that is drug substance or drug product, raw materials, and general COA tests or specifications are like description or appearance, identification by HPLC, UV or IR, then assay content uniformity, potency, dissolution, related substances, degradation products, impurities, pH, if applicable, microbial limits, sterility endotoxin, water content or LOD or moisture content, hardness or friability for the tablets, particle size and reconstitution time for the powders for injection, enantiomeric impurity might be there for the APIs, and many other things depending on to the pharmaceutical formulation or product. Test methods are required to be included like reference to the validated analytical procedures, whether you have taken it from USP or whether it is the in-house test. Results, the actual test result for the batch. For example, the impurity, total impurity limit is not more than 2%, and you are getting it like 1%. So it will be included in the results. Acceptance criteria will be there, which will provide the specification limits for each test parameter, and conclusion, whether the product complies to the specification or not. That means whether it is passing the quality criteria or it is failing. Sometimes the batch is rejected or batch is released. It is given like that in the conclusion. Then it will have the signatures of the quality personnels, QA/QC persons, and the date. Sometimes the COA validity is also mentioned, that for 6 months it will be valid, or for some time it will be valid. Purpose of the COA, so it is the proof of the compliance, and it confirms that the product meets the quality, and it is a documentation for the batch release, and it is provided in the regulatory submissions. Also it is provided for the customers, distributors, or to transport the material. So here is the example of COA test for the tablets. It is a hypothetical COA table. Description, identification, assay, dissolution and degradation products, microbial limits are mentioned. The specifications are given and the results are given. So as per this, you can understand the COA and the drug product specification. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any question, you can comment. Thank you.